We covering the Chunin exams. Let's go. Sit back, relax, get some popcorn. Let's get this bitch. So the scene starts off with Sasuke out here grabbing his shoulder. Damn, Zoe Spencer strikes again, out here going on a biting spree. Then this Joni comes up here saying there has to be a preliminary round because too much people passed the last exam. Everybody heard that and got mad. Sasuke is still holding his shoulder and then Sakura starts crying. And ain't nobody trying to hear this shit. The first rounds are about to start and boom, Sasuke is going first. His ass got that cheesing, but that curse mark is not letting him have the moment. And then all his ops is just side-eyeing him. Damn, Rock Lee, did he take your hole or something? So he's fighting against this dude.
Anybody know who that was? Cause I don't.
So now it's time for everybody to clear the area and Sasuke to get his ones in. Kakashi pulls up and tells Sasuke to not use his Sharingan unless he wants to be in a wave of pain. Match begins and this dude gets into his pose and starts using chakra to infuse his hand. He reaches in his pocket and throws 3 shuriken and Sasuke pulls out a kunai and deflects all 3 of them, but then his curse mark starts bitching at him. Then the dude speed blitzes him and almost punches the shit out of Sasuke, but he quickly moves out the way. He digs his kunai in the ground then double kicks his shin. Then he got him in a WWE finisher move. Naruto thinking shit sweet, talking about some he got him, but Yoroi actually infuses his hand with chakra then starts taking Sasuke's chakra. Sasuke lets go and he cocks back his fist and punches him in his chest, then steps back just to analyze him for a bit, and that boy Sasuke is in pain. Sasuke gets back up just to get his ass set back down with a palm to his forehead, out here trying to sun him like LeBron and Kyrie be doing. Nah, good game, bro. No, you good game. Nah, you good game. Face ass. Then he keeps absorbing more of Sasuke's chakra. Sasuke finally realizes that he's taking his chakra. Everybody in the crowd with a straight face seeing Sasuke just going outside right now. And Orochimaru's bitch ass is in the crowd just talking to himself. He the whole reason why we in this mess now. Dude can't keep his tongue away from other men, especially children. Nigga moving like EDP. Fuck out of here. Then finally Sasuke kicks him off of him and that boy went flying. Then this dude comes out with the worst joke ever. Bro talking about some Sasuke's a Genin pig.
Shut the fuck up, my nigga. Shut up. Shut up!
I should jump through the screen and strangle you. He charges back at him trying to take more of his chakra. Same way Instagram thoughts keep trying to spin back to Lacey to get some clout off of him. He tries to grab Sasuke and take his chakra, but this dude has no aim. Out here going 0 for 59. Then he touches his hair and Sasuke quickly had to get up out of there, almost falling in the process. Yoroi get this shit talking and Sasuke tries to sneak him with a kick, but he just jumps out the way. Then we see Gaara up in the top. Bro out here hating, talking about some Sasuke. Is that the best you got? My nigga, you hide behind sand all day, bro. Ain't nobody trying to hear that shit. Then Naruto up in his stance, he tells him to tee up before I come down there and beat your ass myself. Then he looks at Rock Lee, then remembers the ass beating Rock Lee gave up before the Chunin exam started. Yoroi charges up his hand and charges back at him trying to take more of his chakra, and he really has no badges, straight missing all his attempts to catch him. Sasuke gets to cheese and after he just missed all his attempts to try and catch him, then bro just disappears and Yoroi gets shot. Then he speed blitzes him with a left foot to the jaw. Had bro looking like he got some bow-legged knees, dumbass. And he goes flying up in the air. Sasuke does a 50-inch vert to go in the air with him, and Rock Lee's like, damn, that nigga just jacked my move. And then everybody in the crowd is just surprised. Sasuke pulls up under him and he tells his op that he kinda stole that move. Sasuke puts 2 fingers on his back till his curse mark starts tenting up again, had him spitting out blood. Then the curse mark spreads throughout his whole body and everybody peeps this, but Sasuke's like, nah, I'm not letting this curse mark take over me, and the mark ends up receding. And Buddy had all that time in the world before Sasuke got rid of the curse mark. Mind you, he just waited in the air like, I'ma just wait till he gets better. Then he blocks Sasuke's kick. Mind you, he could have turned around in the air and just kicked Sasuke to the ground. He just waited till Sasuke was ready to fight again. Then Sasuke goes from the other side, reversing his body into a backhand left to his chest. Tells bro to come back here, to hits him with a left kick to the stomach. Had him coughing up blood and Sasuke just slides away. And boom, the proctor goes to check on the dude and he's cooked, he's done. And Sasuke wins the first match of the preliminaries. Then even though Naruto's his man, he gets to talking shit saying, even though you won, you look like you the one that got your ass beat. And guess what? Sakura is still glazing talking about Sasuke. Such a lame ass suck. And then Rock Lee is still wondering how Sasuke just copied his moves so perfectly. He remembers his Sharingan from when they fought. Now it's time for the next fight, which is this dude named Zaku and my boy Shino. And then I forgot, bro got absolutely cooked in this arc. That boy got his arms broken by Sasuke. Nigga got done like Dimitri in season season 3 of Cobra Kai. Match is about to start and that boy Shino already started talking crazy. He said if you're thinking about fighting me, you better withdraw and forfeit now cause you won't make it out the hospital game. And then bro's other arm magically starts working again. Then he rushes Shino and Shino blocks his left out here hitting the folks. Then he sends this sound wave attack from this hole in his hand and this sends Shino flying. That boy got the crack and a smile fast. And Kiba and Hinata are in the crowd like, what just happened? Then Shino is just lying on the ground face flat ass up.
Meanwhile,
Kakashi has Sasuke in this circle and he just ends up putting a seal on the curse mark. And that's when Kakashi hears Orochimaru's voice from out of nowhere and he pops up from behind this pillar. Now back to the fight. Everybody in the stands out here stressing and Zaku thinking he already beat Shino. Bro come out of all the smoke out here aura farming. And then he sees bugs coming out of Shino. It's like, bro, this dude's a freak. You know what they say?
he could be a freak on the court and on the shit, you know what I'm saying?
And Zaku was so busy talking shit, he didn't see the bugs out here creeping up behind him. And he sees them pulling up and he doesn't move out the way at all. I swear these Naruto characters be the dumbest niggas alive. And Shino talking about these beetles will suck you dry in less than a minute.
What the fuck you mean, bro? Yo, Tyrese, what do you mean by that, bro?
And he tells him to forfeit the match unless he will fry his shit. Then after all that yapping and the Zaku backstory, his dumbass gets mad, which causes him to try and fight Shino and both the beetles at the same time. He got both arms pointed to different sides. I would've just walked up and just beat this shit. Then he charges up his blast and then he starts making this face looking like he's constipated after eating a Chupa Lupa from Taco Bell. Everybody in the crowd starts getting shocked. Then he starts whining how he can't use his arms. Bro looks down and sees all these beetles coming out of his hole. Then Shino goes over there to explain to him what he was doing. He tries to sneak Shino, but Shino just knocks him out. Had bro ricocheting off the floor, bouncing everywhere. While Kakashi's over here charging up his Chidori about to go fry Orochimaru. He just walks away and dips. Back to the matches. The proctor's over here checking up on Zaku. And we see these holes in his arm. Nah, bro look like he just had roaches crawling up in that bitch just chewing away at him. And Shino ends up winning his preliminary. Had Rock Lee in the crowd talking about who is he? Find out who he is now. And Neji does some hand signs and starts using his Byakugan and sees that Shino actually has the beetles living inside of him. And Naruto in the crowd out here glazing talking about Shino is great, Shino is amazing, but he can't wait to beat his ass too. Then Shino come up the stairs and Hinata congratulates him, so does Kiba. Then Shino talking about oh y'all better do the same, niggas get one win and think they nice. Next fight is now Kankurō and Misumi, and these boys instantly walk out and they're just looking at each other. Then Misumi out here talking about bro, just give up now, cause if I go into my jutsu, you will not live. What's up with these niggas out here talking before the fight even happens just to get cooked? But Kankurō was on the same type of time and he was about to say the same shit too. Then he takes off his back bling in preparation for the fight. Kankurō starts talking spicy, talking about let me end this joint quickly. Then Misumi gets offended and starts rushing him off the rip and tries to hit him with this Mickey Mouse ass punch. He analyzes him before he starts squirming around his body, using his whole body to wrap him up. Naruto in the stands talking about I wish I can do that. He out here giving insights on his power, how he could dislocate his joints. Bro, I promise you, we do not care. Then he's just over here choking the shit out of Kankurō, out here squeezing his whole body. He says how he could break Kankuro's neck right now, and he said he's gonna do it if he doesn't give up. That boy Kankurō cracked a smile, and I guess Misumi didn't like it. And he cracks his neck, and we see Kankuro's head too. Everybody in the crowd shocked as shit. Till Gaara talking about what's the big deal? Nigga, is that not your brother? And this dude actually think he killed Kankurō. Then Kankurō acting like an owl, turning only his head. Bro seen that shit, then got spooked. He tells him there's no way out of this one. You're done. Then he wraps these arms around his body and starts hugging him. And that's when Kankurō comes from out his back blade. And Misumi realizes, damn, this is just a puppet. And he put 2 and 2 together, but boom, that shit is too late. And Kankurō starts squeezing him more with Crow. And the proctor was like, damn, I almost stopped the match even though he wasn't even murked yet. He would have probably got fired by Lord Hokage to ever host the preliminaries again. And that's when bro drops to the floor and the winner is Kankurō. Naruto at the top talking about that's not fair. He down there jumping him with a 2v1. Kakashi had to tell bro it's not another ninja, it's only a puppet, my boy. Then Sakura tried to tell Naruto, nigga, you should not be talking anything ninja wise to anybody. Then she says how I thought my chakra was gonna be an edge over every nigga, you suck. We the shittiest niggas out here moving like Cash Nasty. He actually thinks he's a basketball prodigy. Unc, you 40 years old. Sakura out here out here laughing, but then her name gets picked and Kakashi's like, tee up, fuck nigga. And boom, it's Ino versus Sakura. And Ino walk up and Sakura and her lock eyes. Sakura dumbass had to look away, then oh wait, I have to be locked in, face ass. We get down to the battlefield and bro talk about some don't expect me to be easy on you. Nigga, I'ma make it easy on all of us and say nobody wants to watch this trash ass fight. This is like ass versus ass, Cash Nasty versus Flight Reacts, Rod Wave versus not eating food. Like, you see what I'm saying? This shit is not worth watching. Nigga, I ain't gonna lie, if I was in the show and I seen these two out here about to go fight, man, I would've walked my ass to the vending machine and said I'll be back in 20 just to sum up this fight, cause the lame ass directors wanna drag this shit on for a whole episode. They both end up knocking each other out at the same time and nobody wins. If I get my hands on the director, bro, you could've ended this shit in 2 seconds. You had to make 50,000 flashbacks just to show the shitty ass fight for them not to even do nothing. Alright, my fault, I got a little bit carried away. The next match is Temari and Tenten, and Tenten get on the floor talking about some she's fired up after watching the last match. What last match? Nigga, I hope you're not talking about Sakura versus Ino. I remember somebody told me to watch Naruto. They told me that the Sakura versus Ino fight in the Chunin exams was straight fire. Nigga, this was me when I watched it. Man, ain't nobody got time for that. Tenten hits a 75-inch vert into the air and throws 5 kunai, and Temari didn't even do nothing and they just stopped. She talking about some I missed her. Yes, nigga, you missed her, you're trash. And Temari out here talking crazy, talking spice. Tenten starts running around Temari, and instead of going behind her to go sneak her when Temari wasn't looking, she runs all the way around and runs back in front of her to jump in the air and use the screw to throw all these weapons at her. And Temari deflects all of them. She talk about some I'm finna use this move, I was waiting to use it in the finals. Bitch, who said you was getting to the finals? And Temari comes in flying on her fan over Tenten's head. She drops to the floor right in front of Tenten and does this wind scythe jutsu, causing all this wind to go flying towards Tenten, and they start cutting her up. And Temari out here being disrespectful, she throws Tenten off her fan. And Rock Lee rushes in and catches Tenten. Lee heard that and rushed her and tried to hit her with a leaf hurricane, but she blocked it with her fan. That Mike guy stepped in telling Lee to stop. That Mike guy had to tell the Sand Village, y'all gotta chill. That boy Lee on timing, he still hasn't fought yet. Then this nigga Kiba in the crowd out here glazing. Bro talk about some of the Sand Village is the last people he wanna go up against. Shikamaru got his hands in his pockets talking about some what a drag. Why do I have to fight a girl? Then instantly Shikamaru gets into a stance trying to use his shadow possession jutsu. She instantly calls out the play, and then Shikamaru's like, man, shut your lame ass up. Then she throws these 2 needles, and then Shikamaru out here calling her whole play saying, out, you only want me to dodge the ones with the bells on them, so the ones without the bells can poke me. And then she finesses the shit out of him. She had a thread on the bell, making Shikamaru think an attack was coming from somewhere else, and he turns his head and she ends up throwing 2 needles at him. He pulls the needles out talking about some, yeah, now it's my turn. Then she starts using the thread to ring the bells, and Shikamaru falls to his knees. She's basically using the bells to cause him to have paralysis, and then he'll start hallucinating. Yeah, that's the symptoms of eating Arby's. Straight F-tier eats. Who actually eats from there? He starts hallucinating seeing multiple of her, and she throws more needles at him till she can't move her arm no more. He ended up using his shadow possession jutsu to follow the thread that she was holding, and he ended up possessing her with the shadow. Then pulls out his shuriken and she starts getting scared. He throws the shuriken, which ends up making her throw the shuriken too, and then he ducks his, which causes her to try and duck hers, but she ends up hitting her head smack into the wall. Damn, Shikamaru just gave her ass CTE, and Shikamaru ends up winning. That boy Naruto up next, and that boy is hype, and Kiba excited too, but he think his shit finna be sweet. They get on the floor and this man's Naruto's like, bro, why you fighting with your dog? He turns to the proctor, asks him if that's legal, and the proctor's like, yes, it is legal. At that boy Naruto's stunned, but he don't care, he just wanna kick some ass. Kiba tells Akamaru to not do anything, he gonna beat his ass himself. And I don't know why Choji is talking about some Kiba's lucky. Brody, you are trash. All you do is eat, sleep, and repeat. The match starts, and Kiba gets into his pose on all fours, and Naruto stands there, and Kiba just rushes the shit out of him, hitting him in his chest, and that boy Naruto went flying. Kiba telling the proctor that Naruto won't be opening his eyes for a while. Kiba trying to walk off. Nigga, the fight not over, bring your ass back over here. He gets up as Kiba is walking away, and Kiba like, what? How'd he get up? Kiba gets mad and starts rushing with Akamaru and throws 2 smoke bombs at Naruto. Then Kiba starts piecing his shit in the smoke, smacking the shit out of him. Naruto runs out out the smoke. That's when Akamaru jumps at him and bites him and pushes him back into the smoke. Akamaru starts running at Kiba and Kiba like, let's go, we did it, my boy. So Akamaru jumps up and bites the shit out of him in his forearm. Everybody starts getting a shock like, damn, why he just do him like that? And it turns out it was Naruto using the shadow clone. Come on, Kiba, I think everybody watching this could easily tell that was a shadow clone. Kiba reaches in his pocket and slips Akamaru this pill. Kiba pops a pill too, but because I'm really not trying to see Kiba spam Fang over Fang and Naruto spam shadow clones, ends up using his transformation jutsu. And now these boys are having a standoff like that one Spider-Man meme, but Kiba still knows which one is which because he could use that yam on his face and smell which one is Naruto. And he supposedly punches the shit out of Naruto and he goes flying. Then he ends up finding out that he actually punched the shit out of Akamaru. He peeped that he hit the wrong one, that he instantly turns around and decks the shit out of the next clone, and it's Akamaru too. And the Akamaru behind Kiba ends up being Naruto, and then he kicks him in his stomach. Throws these 8 shuriken, got Naruto out here schmooving and grooving to block these joints. Kiba rushes him off the rip and runs behind him and goes up to his ass, and Naruto farts, and this man Kiba smells the fart. Then Naruto starts using shadow clone jutsu. First Naruto rushes at him and punches him. Second Naruto rushes in after and steps on his back to jump in the air. 3 other Narutos come in kicking Kiba into the air, and Naruto comes down with this foot to Kiba's face. Damn, niggas just out here jacking Rock Lee's moves. Got everybody in the crowd shocked as shit. Proctor goes to check on Kiba and is like, nah, he's done, and Naruto ends up winning. Yeah, my boy put in pain. To sum up the Neji and Hinata fight, that boy Neji was out there tryharding against Hinata. Neji is so ruthless, this dude palms her in her chest and she stops out here hitting the Heisman Trophy stance. Neji see that it got heated for some reason. Then Mike God, Kakashi, and the Proctor pulls up to block him from getting to Hinata. Oh my fault, I ain't even see Kurina. She out here too busy trying to order for him. Naruto goes to touch the blood and he turns around. Neji gotta get to work when I fight him. That boy Lee's like, nah, I don't wanna go no more. Till his name gets called up and that boy starts getting excited. Meant to start it off and make this fast, bro. Lee basically tried to do all these moves and Gaara was not letting him do it. He tries everything in his power to get to Gaara and hit the shit out of him, but Gaara was like, that don't work. None of Lee's attacks can connect because of the sand that's protecting Gaara.
Come to the street, bro. I will beat your motherfucking ass.
That boy Rock Lee was going through it. He out here getting swung by sand. Had to hit like 20 flips just to get away from the sand from crushing him. But he slips on the sand, but he is not free eats. He ends up flipping in the air and lands on the sculpture to scope out the scenery. That's when Lee takes off the weights. Then Lee drops the weights, then everybody starts getting shot. Till Lee jumps and he starts moving at lightning speed. Appears behind him, but he gets blocked. Spawns behind him, tries to kick him, and Lee is just going from all different angles trying to get a hit on Gaara. Then Rock Lee goes up in the air and does these flips to hit Gaara in the head. Had his dumbass getting ready to hit the dab, and this is when Lee starts toying with him. Then just decks the shit out of him, making Gaara fly across the room. Then Gaara gets up and his sand starts falling from his face. And we see this absolute demon. Man, what the hell? What's going on with this nigga? This nigga's a freak. Lee starts loosening his wraps, getting ready to cook Gaara again. He starts making a circle around Gaara, just running fast as shit. Lee finally kicks him up in the air. Then starts repeatedly kicking him up into the air. Uses his arm wraps to make a mummy out of him. Then starts spinning around, driving Gaara and him into the ground. And we see this dude Gaara. This dude is out here fighting for his life. And this is when Gaara starts full core pressing Rock Lee and starts cooking his shit. This is when Lee opens the 3rd gate, the gate of life. Then he opens the 4th gate, gate of pain. Then he speed blitzes, making all these rocks jump out the ground. Then kicks the shit out of Gaara in his chin. Had everybody ducking, trying to see through the dust. Everybody looking for where they went. They look up to see Gaara just floating in the air by himself with no sense of Lee in sight. Lee pulls up in front of him and kicks him back, spawns behind him to punch him forward, spawns to the side of him. That he just starts baking his shit, throwing alley oops and all sorts of passes to himself, beating the shit out of him in the air. He opens the 5th gate, then he just dips, only to spin back and hit him in his stomach, sending him crashing into the no wait. He grabs on his rope, he pulls him back up, then hits him with this move called Head and Lotus, double kicking him into the ground, causing all this dust to fly into people's faces in the crowd. But he's not done. He spots Lee out here tired because he was just giving him the works. Lee is too tired, and when he tries to get away and ends up using a sand coffin, crushing Rock Lee's arm and leg. He's about to finish the job, but Mike Guy steps in saying, nah, You not finna do this to my student. That's when the proctor's about to announce Gaara to be the winner, till everyone turns and see Rock Lee ready to scrap again, but he out here shaking. Get that boy off the field immediately. And my guy says it's okay, you don't gotta keep fighting, my boy. Then Choji versus this nigga, and I'ma just keep it short. That boy Choji got cooked. Ain't nobody wanna watch this shit. Appreciate y'all boys for watching this video. Like and subscribe. Turn on post notifications for when I post a new one. Let me know what you want me to talk about. Join the Discord. Follow all the socials. And we coming up on that 1,000. But with that being said, I'ma catch y'all boys. Yeah.
We go through they shit, man. We not making no noise. Make 10 bands, my all white dope boys. I stay with the K-Bitch, they calling me Chopper Boy. Man, op nigga striking he hand like Floyd. He got hit with some shit, he need more than a diaper. Bitch, I'm calling up Shiesty, gon' bend on the strike. Man, pass me the Drake, man, it's time to go hoop. Cause good with the drums like he playing for Duke. Man, I see what nigga, I see you. He fighting for his life, yeah, I see.